What's happening, everybody? This is a review for the US Madness mini amp by SONICAKE. It's a fun little practice mini amp that you can plug headphones into so no one hears you playing. In this age of COVID-19 and everybody being at home at the same time, this is a good way to get your groove on without anybody being bothered for the most part. It comes with a USB cable to charge it, a split headphone jack, little 3.5. It comes with an aux cable so you could run it into, say, a drum machine. And then I'm right now, instead of running it into headphones, I got an aux line going into a mini Bluetooth speaker, doubling as an amp, but you could also wear headphones. Right now I have it on the clean tone, and I'm not going to try to wow you with my guitar playing. I just want you to hear the difference. Volume set to 10, tone is set to 10, gain is set to 10. Here's what it sounds like. Alright, pretty standard. And then they have this cool little phaser effect. If you turn the effects on, this is what it's going to sound like. Just to give you a little something to have fun with. Yeah, not bad. Go in the other direction. So just a little sauce to put on your food right there, just to give you a little flavor. And then if you have a drum machine, say, plugged into your aux, this is what that sounds like. Right? So then I could just go and right? Nothing major, but you could practice along like a metronome. And then I had some fun with it where I like to push the limits of getting my equipment. So I actually ran the US Madness on the out of a distortion pedal. If you have a cheap pedal sitting around your house that you want to get a little more out of it, you could try this. Alright, so right now I got my cheap budget Strat plugged into my budget fuzz pedal. Got the US Madness mini amp coming out of that fuzz pedal. Got the effect on, so now it's got a phaser, and it makes for a fun little stoner doom metal type sound. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just limited to playing it with headphones on. You could really kind of mess around with it. You know, so if you want to have a cheap phaser pedal that you could plug into any other pedal you might have laying around the house, try that out. You know, it's music. It's supposed to be fun. So if you're a parent who needs, say, your kids to practice in the other room and just keep it down a little bit, it works for that. If you're a parent who wants to rock out while your kids are sleeping, you could do that. Or if you just want to like take it along with you so you could play in your truck while you're on your lunch break and you have a little aux in inside your stereo, you could do that as well. So it's a fun little gizmo. You know, for the price, you can't beat the amount of fun that you could have with it, because that's what it's all about, right? You just want to get down on your guitar and have some fun, or your bass. I've run it through a bass. I've ran it through a drum machine. There's really no limits to it. Just your creativity. So this is the SONICAKE US Madness mini amp, and I think it's a really fun product. I dig it. It's a cool it's a cool mini amp, and it's also an effect pedal. So use it for what you want, and get down.
type of effect that just gives enough echo to change the signal and makes it a little more fun to play with. Now I'm running my Korg vocal sample through the mini amp using a 1/4 inch to 8 inch adapter, and this is the clean tone. Then when I turn it on, I get the reverb, and this unit has a reverb built into it, but it's just fun to use outboard effects, and that's what I do with most of my pedals. I run drum machines to them. Not what it's designed for, but I think it's really fun to use.